Keane may not be able to get near him. If we get the version of Michael Smith from yesterday, when he should have been beaten by Adam Warner, then he could get a hiding.
Yeah, really did blow Gerwyn Price away, and that's taken some doing of late, particularly on the European Tour.
34.
Well, Smith
Michael, you're 130.
An average of 108. Now he wants double five, and he gets it. Fabulous start from Michael Smith, who does seem to be carrying on where he left off a few hours ago.
Game on.
Yeah.
Michael, you're 107.
He's not lying down, Keane Barry. And Michael Smith can't force him to just yet.
95. Keane, you require 82.
So bullseye gives him a couple at double 16, and now 17 gives him one at tops to stay in the fight. And Dynamite does stay in the fight.
Than his opponent. Keane Barry has been averaging more than the world #1 for significant portions of this game.
60.
And he is about 5 or 6 points clear of Michael Smith in the averages here, and he's got a chance.
It's turning into a ridiculous tournament for Michael Smith, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Adam Warner on debut, missing the chance to beat him. Here embroiled in a battle with someone who's never been in a Euro Tour quarter-final before, and in between, beat the best player in the world right now easily.
Is it another classy moment? It is pure class from the world #1. Another ton-plus checkout to win a game, digging himself out of a hole, kind of his own making.
Match levelling checkout. So Heta will get a go at this. Treble 17. Leaves him on tops. Takes a moment. But delivers a dart perfectly to its destination.
Have you ever seen Damon this animated? He wasn't this animated when he was playing in the World Cup with Simon last year. This is a new Damon Heta.
Do you know what? It's so good to watch as well, because I love to see people doing what they love. And
it's a really good, composed young player. Tonight we have 13 events won by the people in the quarterfinals. Half of the people in the quarterfinals have won a European Tour event before.
Well, Heta, having missed the opportunity to lead 4-0, now does lead 4-1. And what a marker dart he planted there.
This in his own mind is that he feels he can score heavier that way.
Danny Noppert will remain precise
55. Damon, you require 108.
Keep the same gap between darts. The gap could still get bigger in this match, but Heta is going to need a treble 17 and a bullseye.
He's got 84 left. And Danny requires something that he has not done in this tournament, which is a ton-plus finish. Now is a really good time to find it. And he does find it. Timing of the highest order there. On the bright side, it's a finish, but it's not the one that he wanted.
Yeah, Heta will be rather more handily placed. You would think.
Got to switch, really. Got to take the 9 off the end. Or even better, bring it down to single, treble, double combo, which is now something he will get a look at. He's had 1 ton-plus finish in this tournament of 111. Actually, in this game is 111. He's had 4 in the tournament.
Yeah, this time he does go the treble 14, knowing he needs to hit this. And Heta does hit. And he knocks out Noppert, defeating Danny for the first time.
People who like to play adrenaline-fueled games, like we mentioned. Just going off my own experiences, I can't mention Andrew. I'd never beat him. It was like playing a level 11. I only had 9 levels in my own game. But when I played Steve Beaton, I always struggled to play my own brand of almost excitable darts on stage. And I played him at the Grand Slam once. And I thought, I'm just going to give everything I've got here. Steve was giving me nothing back, but it was really hard to self-adrenalise, if that's a word.
Well, Andrew Gilding has just produced a magnificent setup shot. 162 to leave tops.
Require 40.
Could have a level game. We do. It's double top again for Gilding. And the last few legs, the quality has jumped up after a couple of 19 darters.
And the fact that Humphries and Cullen are in the other section in the bottom half of the draw.
Well, he's still got work to do. He has wrestled the advantage away from Gilding. Gamble paid off, leaves himself 85. Could have gone to the bullseye there. But he went for the treble, he had a marker, and it means he should get a match dart.
He was giving somebody daggers behind him. But now it should be daggers towards the board.
85.
Segment. He's going to go for it this time. And it leaves the bull. Match start, Nathan Aspinall pins it for a 6-4 win. The Asp is through to the semi-finals on the Euro Tour for the 6th time in his career. Can he finally take another step and reach a final and maybe pick up his first European Tour title?
Since last year, since the start of 2022, he's played 40 matches. I've lost count of how many of those he's hit, and he's won 33 of those 40 games.
Yeah, astonishing numbers. And I remember the final session here last year where he was sublime. He didn't just win, he won brilliantly. Double 18 for a 12-dart start. That's exactly what he's done. He's flown out the blocks, clearing 301 points.
Setting up a potential crowd pleaser.
92.
He'd have a 152 to win his last 16 matches afternoon.
156.
Well, an opportunity for the first break of throw here. He did get a dart at double 5 in leg 2, but it should be a better chance here.
Yeah, shot the fourth leg, Luke Humphries. Fifth leg is Luke to throw first. Game on.
Steady hand there from Luke Humphries. And the end. And it's job done.
And he's done that 3 times on the European Tour, Joe Cullen.
147.
This is for parity.
Oh, look at this, 147.
111.
He likes a frame of snooker or two, doesn't he, Joe Cullen? In fact, he used to put it down to one of the reasons he wasn't as dedicated to darts as he should be.
Yeah, wants to play every sport apart from darts when he wasn't at tournaments.
Well, no 147, but pockets that red.
Some legs, Luke to throw first.
And levels up this match at 3-3.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, that...
Cullen has turned it on.
24.
Now it's Luke Humphries who needs to find that fight.
Ooh. Steady. Steady on, Joseph.
130. Luke 148.
Leaves himself 3 clear darts. Unless double 14 goes.
134. Oh. Joe, you require
Well, it was
32.
close. Again, a miss on double 16. When he's missed that, he's hit double 8, and he's done it again. And suddenly, Joe Cullen finds himself 1 away from the semi-finals.
140.
You'd struggle to say that Humphries has played poorly in this game.
Anyway, but as Cullen has risen, Humphries has declined.
He has. And not by
57.
a huge amount, but by enough. And if Luke Humphries loses this, we are guaranteed a new name on the trophy.
105.
Humphries, the defending champion. Michael van Gerwen had won it in all the previous stagings of the German Darts Grand Prix. He's not here this weekend. Joe Cullen most certainly is.
Luke Unicorn 97.
How much longer can Humphries defend? Went for the double 19 to tee up tops. A single 18 will do that for Joe. And what a turnaround this has been.
Double top to knock out the defending champ. And Humphries is gone. He will not defend his title. Joe Cullen back in form on the Euro Tour and back winning games. He may not be...
Ish. And playing multiple games in a day, it's something that you can get used to if you do it regularly. That's one of the reasons why, if you look at the history of the European Tour, MVG has had immense starts in the campaigns and has kept it going for 2, 3, 4 events because he got so used to playing second game of the day, third game of the day, fourth game of the day. Oh, Damon, what a leg this is.
177 followed by a 180, his second of the match.
Damon, you require 44.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant spell from Heta, and maybe we are going to get the match that was promised.
Michael, you require 96.
Is that John Henderson dressed as a Smurf?
Of course it is, you're at the darts.
56.
That's normal.
Damon, you require 99.
Well, you know what I say when someone's on 99? It's flake time.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't be on 99 either, should he, Damon Heta?
Well, he's got 99 problems, and tops could be one of them. It was the right shot.
59.
Yeah, it was the big 20 that he went for before. Henderson would have hit 2 tops. Michael Smith only needs 1. But he's missed 3 darts at it. Heta let off the hook.
The rangefinder was too high.
40.
That one's too low. But 10s are good.
On the 7 play, Damon Heta.
And that's where you should be going for 10s. Keep it away from that pesky double 15.
Damon to throw
Go
first.
for the top half of double 10. That is my advice to everybody trying to get better at this game. That reminds me, actually, someone who is on
45.
the tour with a tour card at the minute, Robbie Knops, had a very nasty accident very recently and has been told to stop playing darts for a while. So if you're watching, Robbie, all the very best to you in your recovery. We really look forward to seeing you back soon, but make sure you're healthy when you return. That's a nasty injury he's got.
Well, both players are just responding, aren't they? They're just feeding off one another. Absolutely incredible stuff, this now.
Well, if they're feeding off each other, this is like an all-you-can-eat. With extra condiments.
23. Michael, you're 130.
Well, can he tuck into this? The ball for the bully boy.
105. Damon, you require 153.
This is a really important section of this game. It could well have been 5-3 to Heta. And it's not going to be 5-4 courtesy of that, but he really, really thought he was going to get a shot at double 18.
It's that much of a purple patch for the pair of them that you're actually surprised when they miss anything they're going
93.
for.
93. Michael, you require 25.
You'd assume 5 double 10. On the wire, in the bed.
Michael Smith.
Back ahead.
Well, surely the switch. You'd rather leave 1-4-2 than 1-4-1. Oh, how about 1-0-1? How did he get that through there?
No, said he would have to do it the hard way.
101.
Well, why did Smith stay on the 20s there? He could have left a bogey number.
Needing to break the throw here, Damon Heta. Yeah, Michael Smith got away with one there. May not matter anyway. Heta could just take this out. On tops. He's got the big break.
He believes.
He's loving it, isn't he?
He's absolutely loving life in Munich. And
Damon
I have to believe
Game on.
that he may have unlocked something with his game over the last few days. Against it, because he doesn't have the darts here.
60.
Just suddenly, the trebles start to dry up for Damon Heta. Back-to-back turns without one. And Michael Smith's found 3. Ah, what a game this is. What a semi-final.
World Championship qualities coming to the surface for the world number 1. He didn't get a look at 126.
93.
But he is getting a look
Michael
at something very similar
160.
and slightly easier. Double top. All the way we go to the very last leg, where Michael will have the darts. Damon can't serve it out, and now he must break Smith again to make his second European Tour final.
Returned and hit harder.
With all of the vibrant nature from Damon, Smith has remained completely
100.
stoic in this game. He's not shown any emotion at all. Nothing has fazed him. And this is the kind of mentality
60.
that he has shown in winning the Grand Slam in the Worlds in the last 6 months.
But it may be advantage Heta now after a dry visit from Michael Smith.
140.
Well, that'll do. That'll do just fine. He's going to get a match dart.
Don't leave 7. Don't do what Dirk did.
129.
It worked for him.
Damon, you require 76.
But this is a shot to make the final here in Munich.
It's one dart at top to knock out the world number 1.
Thank you.
After all the fun, a real serious moment here for Damon Heta.
36.
And he's missed his opportunity.
And I don't think he will get another. It's been a pulsating semi-final. But it's been won by Bully Boy, who saves the emotion for the very end. An Ashes match that is won by England, and we are guaranteed here in Munich to have an all-English final. Michael Smith wins it by 7 legs to 6.
Here from Nathan. Yeah, well, all 3 in the treble 18 will do it.
J117.
First ton plus checkout of the weekend?
97.
No. And if Aspinall takes this out, this will be some 6-dart grab. Would have been his second 146 of the tournament.
48. Do you require 20?
That last dart hasn't helped Nathan, really. But Cullen tidies up the leg anyway. It's a very, very impressive leg of darts from Joe Cullen, completed in 13 darts to get his first leg on the board. Yeah, the 98 checkout from Cullen to win. Michael Smith's had a couple to save his skin. One against Damon Heta.
We had a lovely snapshot there of Aspinall's side on. And you see that back leg coming up and a little jump with the right toes as well. It's just part of his throw.
Yeah, neither of them what you call classic technicians. They've got quite idiosyncratic throws. Cullen has that dart quite a long way outside of his eye line. Throws it sort of from the shoulder.
Yeah, the collarbone sort of throw. It's not using the eye line, whereas Nathan is straight under the right eye. And he's straight in for a tied game. I get the feeling that this one's going to be just like the previous semi-final.
There's every chance, isn't there?
I'll tell you who's going to win this tournament, Dan. Somebody dressed in red and black.
Right, I mean, that is true, unless it could be taken. Double top.
170.
That's one of those shots. You don't know whether it's in because you can't see the point. You're just waiting for the referee's call. Double 9. Cullen misses. And Aspinall will feel very fortunate to be coming back.
Well, he missed high for the tops, which is a good thing for Nathan Aspinall now, because it means he can attack these doubles, and he attacks the double 10 and gets it to break a throw. The Asp goes back into the lead. 2-0 up, 3-2 down, now 4-3 up.
That was a key double for him in the quarters as well against Gilding, because he was hitting the bottom half for a 2-leg cushion.
Feels an important little exchange, this.
90.
A miss from Aspinall, and Cullen 90. 1 dart at the bull, maybe 2 at double 15. He's going to have to stay on the 20s. It's nice and high to leave the bull.
65.
Agony.
Thought it was in.
20.
When he threw it, it must have felt good. But this is to keep a little bit of a streak going for Nathan for a 3rd consecutive leg. This is hard. All the way from the left. And this time double 10 does not cooperate.
You require 25.
4 darts missed for a 5-3 lead in a race to 7. Cullen to level and break. Aspinall still fuming at the back of the stage. Big dart. Wrong side of it.
Nathan, you require 20.
2nd down and 20. Pass completed. Not quite a touchdown yet, but he's getting...
Found any. Into the 18s.
92.
Well, it's just because he wants a 170 to win the game. That's what he does. But he might not get a look at it. But he does.
Nathan Aspinall, who famously won the UK Open with a 170 checkout. Could produce one here, but cannot get the 2nd treble.
105. Do you require 16?
One thing that should be going through Joe's mind right now is no more errors. We've labelled him in the past as the best double 4 hitter in the world. He's not going to leave 170 for the match again. It's going to be something a little bit easier. We've gone from a big fish situation to a baby fish situation.
Cullen stays straight. That's the bare minimum. Leaves him a Shanghai finish. But he cannot stop Nathan Aspinall eyeing up the 130 for a spot in the final. Does not get the treble again.
90. 120.
But the pressure on this shot is absolutely enormous. This must register, and it doesn't, which means that Aspinall is only 1 dart away from his first final in European Tour darts.
Nathan Aspinall wants double 10. That doesn't look helpful. But that one squeezes in, and the roar from Nathan Aspinall lets you know he has reached his first Euro Tour final. It has taken him 42 European Tour events to do it, but the Asp has finally given himself a shot of getting his hands on a Euro Tour title. He's won a major, he's won Pro Tour events.
Found some quality in the grit. Over to the 14s.
91.
And on a double after 12 is always going to be a confidence-boosting start.
140. If you require 40.
Sending out a message to Bully Boy. Just one more mission on double 10. He spent a lot of time on double 10 this week, predominantly with success, but maybe that dart was thrown in expectation of hitting it. Now there's pressure on an awkward-looking double 5.
You can say that again. A dozen maximums for the Bully Boy in this event. Will that one be rendered irrelevant? It won't. It could be worth the first leg and a break of throw. The way of the world champion.
Just goes to show, doesn't it? He was miles behind.
Second leg, Michael to throw first.
He's been winning on the Euro Tour for 9 years. First win in 2014. And when it comes to the finals, he was really good as a hit rate at the start, but went on this run of losing finals in many different countries.
Well, you can see there the frustration.
100.
Aspinall.
89.
That suggests he felt he needed to take that because he thinks that Michael Smith will take this.
Let's find out. He was right.
Michael Smith.
But the one thing that's going to be players in bageling stars in the world.
But Nathan Aspinall is renowned as perhaps the most dogged darter on tour. He's just got fight in him, hasn't he? Maybe it didn't show so much in that Grand Slam final defeat to Michael Smith, but it certainly showed at the Grand Prix against Michael van Gerwen.
You are absolutely correct.
127.
If I was going to put some dart players in the trenches, Nathan Aspinall would be my captain.
Oh, he's doing it again. A pressure piler, and that one to leave him on double 17. He knows what he's doing there.
Yep, getting the crowd involved.
And making Nathan think. Does he make Nathan blink? It works in leg one, but that's the leg one for Nathan Aspinall, and not just that, it's a break of throw. Hold your horses, Michael. He's coming for you.
You can't beat a rot stopper. Even the referees are in fancy dress. Well, I'm being unkind there, actually. They're in traditional fare.
Just a different meaning of the word fancy.
161.
Fancy that, another 180 from Michael Smith. That's now
53.
4 in the final already for him, 6 in total. 15 in the tournament for the bully boy.
Getting a lot of maximums in a game here is a bit of a poison chalice. Just ask Jose de Sousa. He got 7. Humphries had none. And Jose lost.
Yeah, handsomely as well.
That treble 19 has been really kind to Aspinall. That's a great shot. And just for a second, and that little flick of his forehead with the back of his hand was because that second dart was perilously close to busting the 108. And another maximum for Bully Boy. That's 5. Well, he's left double 2 and double 17 after a maximum in this game. What else can he leave with a top visit? Oh, this is great.
Speaking of top visits,
130.
I said earlier on in the evening to Dan Dawson that Aspinall is a premier counter. He doesn't make tactical errors.
80.
He's going to stay on the 19s for 138.
everybody's favourite finish.
And the most popular route for it right now.
58.
Well, he's not too happy with the return there, Nathan Aspinall, because he knows if he misses a treble, it's another 180 to leave a double. He knows he's under pressure, and he knows if he misses the treble, he's going to be blocked.
Yeah, it's conventional leaving double 8, though.
Look at this. What does he do with this dart? Where can he place it?
Good shot, that.
40.
Unfortunately, that one
Michael, you require
isn't
16.
what he wanted. And Smith is just relentless.
Yeah,
and is doubling in this game. My word. My word. Smith might get another max to leave a double.
Yeah, this is what he does. This is when he does it. Not this time. Nathan, for once, allowed to breathe.
56. Nathan,
He caught himself napping a little bit there, Michael, because he thought, well, I can't go for another 19. Double 16. Really needed as well. Back within 2. But his primary mission at this juncture, in the trenches, stop Michael from getting within 2. Try and keep him at bay. Finish from 3-4-8, so you're hoping that you get 3 visits. He might not, because that is another 180, a 7th, to leave 130 for another 3-leg cushion.
Probably needed a second treble to apply any real kind of pressure. That gets him a dart at something, and it is the bull, and it's in the bull, and not for the first time in this final. Nathan Aspinall.
The double 15. Double 15.
95.
That's the worst dart he's thrown in the entire match.
Nathan, you require
I think he's puzzled at just
25.
missing a double, but missing it by that margin has really bemused Bully Boy.
Can't miss. Doesn't miss. Time is running out, Nathan. You must hold your throw here. You cannot give him it back. Now, there is a subplot. Yeah, you make a good point there, actually, because if you were to compare a dart player to a UFC fighter, I'd say Nathan Aspinall is Michael Bisping. He might be a little bit broken, but boy, can he swing.
Taking his time, approaching the oche. He's going to get a dart. Avoids the ball. Double 5.
125.
Wasn't defensive on that double 5 either, because he knows that Smith could take this. And he's not going to.
90.
This is shades
Nathan,
of leg 1.
And he hit the ball again just for good measure. But it's the 5 in bits for Nathan Aspinall. And he hits. And he gets to 5. And back within 1.
This final is it's not going to change. If he gets to 6 titles, he will inch closer to Peter Wright in third, who has 7.
100.
He's actually now one of only 3 players to have played in 12 or more finals on the Euro Tour. Wright and Van Gerwen the other 2. It's remarkable when you consider Price has won 8. He's only played in 9. This one could be pretty much over.
That's the mistake that Smith wanted. And that's exactly what the Asp did not want.
130.
I think Aspinall knows that the end is nigh. You can't leave someone who likes 12s, tops and 10s on one of those shots. Smith was in a last leg decider with Danny Noppert last summer when he won in the Netherlands.
65.
Doesn't look like he's going to need a last leg decider 24. Here in Munich.
It's double 12.
Game. Shot.
And Michael Smith is the master in Munich. The world champion stands at the top of the podium after the German Darts Grand Prix. A barrage of brilliance in the final from the Bully Boy. He hit 8 180s, averaged almost 103, and left Nathan Aspinall in his first Euro Tour final with too much to do. The usual dogged determination and fight from the Asp, who managed to amass 5 legs. But it is Smith who succeeds.
12.000 Pfund Preisgeld. Und das ist the Asp, Nathan Aspinall. Und unser Champion, dem wir zu seinem 6. European Tour Titel gratulieren, zu 30.000 Pfund Preisgeld. Mit seinem ersten Titel hier in München, unser Interwetten German Darts Grand Prix Champion 2023. It's Bully Boy Michael Smith.